We are going to delete a feature layer and a table from a feature service in ArcGIS Online using the ArcGIS API for Python. Open up the delete layers and tables.py script from the data folder. Let's delete a feature layer and a table from our feature service. Up top, we are importing the FeatureLayerCollection class, so we can create a FeatureLayerCollection object, and we can use the delete from definition method from the FeatureLayerCollectionManager to delete a feature layer and a table from the feature service. We'll first access ArcGIS Online using the GIS class and supplying in our home string. We'll assign a GIS object to a variable called AGOL. We then use our GIS object content manager get method supplying our feature service item ID. To paste in now, the get method will return an item object. We're going to delete a feature layer and a table. We use our item object and the layers property, which is a list of feature layer objects. We're interested in the county boundaries feature layer, which sits at index 3. And we'll assign the feature layer object that represents the county boundaries to a variable called FL. We then access the properties property for our feature layer object. This returns the JSON definition for the feature layer. I'm going to cast that to a Python dictionary. We'll assign that dictionary to a variable called FL properties. We then create a feature layer collection object from our item object and assign to a variable called FLC. Through the feature layer collection object, we have access to the manager property, which is a feature layer collection manager, and we use the delete from definition method, where we supply in a dictionary as the JSON dict parameter. That dictionary has a key of layers and a value that is a list, and that list contains one element, and that is the feature layer properties dictionary. We are deleting the feature layer definition for our county boundaries from the layers property for the feature layer collection. And we do very similar with our table. Here we're going to delete the park maintenance information table. We use our item object and the tables property, which returns a list of table objects. And we're interested in the first table object that represents the park maintenance information. I want to assign that to a variable called TBL. Same as above, we're going to get the table object properties property and cast to a Python dictionary. We'll assign that to a variable called table properties. We then create our feature layer collection object. We don't actually have to do it for this example, as it will use the feature layer collection above. We'll keep the example separate. We then use our feature layer collection manager, delete from definition, and this time we are targeting the tables property and deleting our table of interest. I'll run the script. Our script is complete. Let's head over to ArcGIS Online and check out the result. Here I'm in the Park Trails feature service. We have just deleted the county boundaries feature layer and the park maintenance information table. So when we refresh this page, we should see those two disappear. I'll refresh now. And we have successfully deleted a feature layer and a table from an ArcGIS feature service using the ArcGIS API for Python. Make sure to continue on to the next video in this series and also make sure to subscribe. Take care.